Since I don't have any music theory knowledge, sometimes I find it difficult to come up with my own chord progressions from scratch. Scalar 2 has been my go-to plugin for finding chords to make great chord progressions with. It's simple, intuitive, and extensive. This plugin has what appears to be endless options for what chord progressions you can make. Let's open up Scalar 2 and see what it can do. This is the default screen you see when you open up Scalar 2. Over here on the left, we can pick what sound type you want to play. I recommend the grand piano because it has a higher velocity and is easier to audition, but there are plenty of other options to choose from. On the detect page, you can hit the record button here and audition some keys that sound close to what you're looking for. Scalar 2 can detect the notes that you played and suggest a key. Here it says our options are A minor, C major, and some other scales. Here you can see that it shows how many notes of which you played are in the scales, as well as chords. It also gives you the moods of the scales to help you pinpoint what scale you're looking for. For now, I will pick C major. Now you can see that it brings up a small list of chords that are in the current scale and that you might like. You can audition these chords by clicking on them, or by binding them to a group of notes on your MIDI keyboard if you have one. You can do this by selecting the link icon right over here. The gray keys shown above are the keys that are bound to a chord. So if I hit them on my keyboard, a chord will play. This is an easy way to audition arrangements. If you like the sound of a chord, you can simply drag it into your DAW. You can continue this process with chords that you like and chop them up to build the chord progression that you're looking for. Or you can capture the arrangement by enabling MIDI capture down in the bottom right. Now play your desired chord progression and hit the stop button. Now you can click and hold the drag button to export your entire progression into your DAW. From there, you can quantize those chords, change the timing, or make any other adjustments that you'd like. Now let's take a look at the chord customizers, which are located above the chord set. On the left, you can change the octave for the desired pitch of your chords. Next, you can choose your chord type. This lets you select from triads, sevenths, ninths, 11ths, and even 13ths. Let's try out the sevenths. Next, you can choose a voicing. As you can see, there are plenty of voicings to play with. Let's just try the first few to show you the different options. After that, we have the Variations tab. Here you can choose all of the chord variations of each root note. On the modulation page, you can pick a secondary scale to try out more chords at once by using the green selector keys up in the top left. I don't typically use this much though. One final way of finding chords is to utilize the chord page. Select the note on the circle of fifths here on the left. The outside notes are major and the inside notes are minor. Clicking on any note shows you every variation of the chords from that specific root note. Back on the main page, there are a few options for pre-made chord sets as well. If you already know the scale you want to work in, you can select it from the Scales tab. As you can see, there are tons of scales in here, so playing around with random scales is a great way to find inspiration. In the Songs tab, it provides a lengthy list of genres, each with a few chord sets to audition. Finally, the Artist tab is a list of chord sets that have been compiled by specific artists. Let's make a song preset to make a quick trap chord progression. I like this R&B set. Keep in mind that song chord sets don't have to be used for the specific genre. I'm going to use the MIDI capture feature and record my chord progression. After I imported my chord progression, I added a melody, drums, and a few other elements to build this beat. Scalar 2 made making my chords super easy and got me into building my beat faster. I'll leave the link for Scalar 2 in the description below if you want to check it out. Please don't forget to like this video and hit that subscribe button. That way this video can reach more producers like you. I'm DJ Contour and I'll see you in the next video.